Bonjour, everyone. Hello, everyone, everybody.
This week's Axion. Oh, Actived, your voice is so beautiful.
Thank you very much. What about
Thank
yours?
you, everyone, for joining today. So joining me, we have Actifed from who is in France right now, Mr. Actifed.
Nantes, France.
Can you
In
guys
Nantes.
hear me? Is my is muted?
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
hear me,
Make it
guys?
loud and clear.
loud and clear.
Oh,
Same as me?
okay, good. Yeah, we can hear you. Destroyer, hey,
Perfect.
welcome, man. So thanks for coming on board. And Mr. Dead Poet.
Yo, what's up?
So
Hey,
we
guys.
are running a little bit lighter today. So a lot of the Axion team is running full steam ahead on the Polygon migration, getting everything ready. Everything from dev to marketing, moderation, website, all of that stuff is currently up and running. So for better for worse, you guys get to hang out with the four of us today, which there could be worse company, right, ActiveFed? Worst company in the world?
What do you
What you said?
mean? If ActiveFed around, we have the best company in the world.
Yes, exactly. You know what? The best
That's right.
crypto company of the world is Action. Definitely.
Mm.
Because I'm running on it. that that was a joke.
So what do you have planned today?
Great. All right, so we got some exciting updates for you guys. First of all, we're also live streaming.
Oh,
Oh, we have a bit of a technical
yeah.
error, guys. It's
Today
going
this is
for
the
a while.
first time we're live streaming
Issue?
on Twitter. So if you're watching us on
Joel,
Twitter
do you hear us?
at Axion_network on Twitter. So we got quite a bit of good stuff to cover for you guys today, including some cool features. I'm just looking at my notes. So today we're going to be talking about the audit, Halborn Audit, to get us ready for Axion V3 and the launch on Polygon. We're going to be talking about NFTs and the NFT ecosystem. We're going to be talking about the Q3 recap. Just going to go over some for Q3 in terms of marketing and brand analysis. We'll be talking about Polygon Launch timeline, and towards the tail end of this thing, we're going to be showing you guys here an exclusive the first look at some new features that are going to be ready to go when we launch on Polygon. So this will be the first time you guys are actually seeing it in action, running on the Polygon Staking portal. It's super exciting. So stay tuned. Try and stick through the show if you guys want to. Again, it's just the four of us here today, so the rest of the team is busy. So if I have the other guys here taking a look at the comments to make sure that we don't miss anything. So if you do have questions along the way, I'm sorry if I don't get to see them because I only have my laptop with one window open. So we're running. That you guys have and get ready to go. And on behalf of the rest of the team, we're really glad to have each and every one of you here. You guys are the freaking best community in the world, and it's awesome to have you here and watching through this live stream. And for those of you who can't watch live, it's good to have you watching this live stream after we go. So without further ado,
Yeah, Joel, be careful. You have probably some connection issues. If you can hear us.
Yep. Well, classic internet issues. So excited for great internet. So yeah, let me know if it doesn't come through. Yeah, sorry guys if we're lagging.
This is better actually. It's okay.
Much better. We can hear you now. Nothing can hold Axion back.
Okay. Nothing can hold Axion back. Yeah, if all of a sudden I'm a robot, you guys just mute me and you guys start talking. I'm sure it'll be more interesting.
I won't have a problem talking.
We will.
I like that. Yeah. Paulana says Joel's traveling dimensions to V3. That's right.
Start
from the future.
Not talking.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I have a DeLorean, so I'm actually time traveling right now. Coming from the future where Axion's great. Okay, so let's run through this real quick. And again, boys, let me know if I do break up. So the future of Axion, just real quick, want to go through this presentation. This presentation is going to be available, made available on the website later today for you guys to go through if you want to dive into everything. It's got kind of different reflections and recap through there. It's got message from the team. And other information. Just wanted to kind of run through this for you guys to know this is a non-exhaustive list. But we just wanted to kind of touch on some of the highlights from Q3, the stuff that we were involved with, to just show you how much is really going on with the project. Because sometimes we forget, we're looking at the next announcement and forget all the ones that have come before. But we had Operation Strategy Team restructuring. We did community discussion on the challenges of governance in a startup environment, and that was a really great open discussion, and the team was excited. That's kind of where we came up with that team-led but community-driven mantra that's now kind of the core of how we operate. We had the V3 code audit that started. We voted, everybody in the community voted on how to fund that audit. We had everybody on the development team took a salary reduction. Some people took an average of 39% with as much as 75% reduced. And that was because all of us believe in this team. Some people, myself included, this is our kind of our full-time job. And so reducing our salaries was a way to show the community that we're dedicated to this project, even while the price is low. And what's great is that price is going up. So it was a sacrifice that was worth it. We implemented the Axion testing initiative. That was a really big deal for us to be able to make tweaks to the ecosystem from a data-driven analysis standpoint, capture that data and start to implement it to some tokenomic changes, primarily around the auction system, but also some other things that we thought would be great things to test. And now they're a core part of our fundamentals going to Polygon. And as far as some of the stuff we're working on in terms of deflation and obviously the accelerator launch was a huge part of that testing. So then, yeah, we launched the Axion Accelerator, which is super cool. It's the future of Axion. We had huge marketing campaigns. We did the Brave homepage takeover, which is awesome. We were top 10 trending token during that time, which was great. We onboarded both Destroyer and ActiveFed, who are joining us here today as a part of the marketing team, and Destroyer has been absolutely killing it on our Twitter, and really upping the engagement there, which has been awesome. And then ActiveFed as well is really taking the lead in terms of community engagement on LinkedIn. We'll talk about that later, but it's really great to have them and have their expertise with us as a team. We had the first Axion ambassador. For those of you who didn't get to meet her last week, her name is Nia Tolliver. She's a professional U.S. athlete. She's also an Olympian. She's actually going next in a couple of months. She's going to be playing rugby for Japan. In Japan. So she's an all-star athlete, and we are lucky enough to have her be Axion's official brand ambassador and a member of the Axion Advisory Council, which is also the next thing here. We launched the Advisory Council, and we won't have enough time to talk about this before launch, but each member of the Advisory Council actually did a presentation a week ago today on an area of interest that they have. And these presentations were some of the most incredible and bullish stuff that I've ever heard, where they're thinking, what is the future of Axion? And each of them are presenting based off of their industries and their expertise. And we're excited to share that with you guys. So the Advisory Council is made up of people all over the world, all from all different industries, who all are advising Axion as a development team, how to better lead the token going forward. We had the community discussion on the challenges of ETH gas fees and the need for chain migration. And then we actually had the chain migration plan. We announced Polygon right at the end of Q3. And everybody's really excited about that. And that's kind of caught us up to where we are today. How am I doing, boys? Can you still hear me okay?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Awesome. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, guys, we're really honing in on this brand identity of the world's best staking ecosystem. Obviously, this kind of has to do with marketing, but you can see this new kind of spiral light. This was really key for us with the Polygon migration video to kind of launch this new branding element of these blues and purples and white colors. And this is now where we're staking our claim. This is our flag on the moon, on the lunar surface, is that we're the world's best staking ecosystem. So we're on just a staking token token. We're a staking ecosystem, and we're excited with what Polygon gives us to open up the opportunities to add in all kinds of new functionalities, features, and opportunities as a part of an entire ecosystem and not just a single token utility. So yeah, Axion, the world's best staking ecosystem, is really important to us, and that's kind of our vision. I'll kind of breeze through this stuff. We talked a little bit about it before. And here's kind of some more information. Again, you guys can look at this presentation. It's been put together. Deadput spent some time putting all this. And if you want to take a look at it, you can. It'll be on the website later today. Yeah, so here's some exciting news for you guys, talking about DeFi dApps on Polygon. And we are, with our current market caps, sitting around $20 million. Axion has the potential to be within the top 10 DeFi projects on Polygon. So this is really, really big for us. So if we're ranking along the lines of QuickSwap and SushiSwap, and some of these other actual these exchanges, right? If we are able to be amongst those right at launch, that's going to be huge for us as a project and as a token. In fact, we had a meeting yesterday with a lot of the lead team at Polygon, and they are actually really excited to welcome us. They think what they want to do is they want to do some AMAs with the Axion team on their channels, on their live stream, with their team, to be able to talk about Axion and what it can bring to the Polygon ecosystem. And so we have actually a really incredible opportunity to solidify ourselves as one of the biggest projects. In fact, what's so cool is that they were telling us yesterday that literally no other project in the history of projects on Polygon has ever done a full migration. A lot of other projects have launched duplicates of themselves on the Polygon network, but no other project has actually gone in and been able to 100% migrate from one network to the other. So this is going to open up really cool opportunities for them to announce us as a crypto first, in the sense that we are doing an entire transition over, which is cool. Really excited about that.
Legendary.
Yeah, absolutely legendary for us. And it's neat just because we can we can be first on a lot of these different things. So talking about NFTs and DeFi, we'll be going to this a little bit later, but we'll be talking about how we can evolve as an ecosystem, and how NFTs are going to be incorporated into that, and how DeFi and NFTs can unlock all kinds of opportunities for us as a token. The NFT marketplace on Polygon is also super heating up. And so we're really excited to bring a lot of NFT-based functionality and exclusivity to the Axion project on Polygon that we would never be able to do on Ethereum. So we'll be talking about that here shortly. We're also looking at, so Axion Launch, right? This is a thing that that you guys have been wondering. Is a team decided to take a break on Axion Launch for all of Q3 in order to be able to focus on Axion.
Sorry guys, looks like we have a bit of a technical issue here.
Yeah, we lost Jace for a second there. Jace, you there?
Well, as other network. Yep. Oh, can you hear me?
Okay, there you are.
Yeah, I can hear you, Jace.
Hey,
Perfect.
how's that?
We were going.
Am I back, or is it still dead?
You're back. We were going
You're
over
No,
how
you're
we
back.
paused the launch pad, but
Nope.
we're bringing it back now. Proper timing.
A live stream and the internet goes down, it's always the best. So let me try and reshare this here. All right, can you guys see it?
Yep. We're going. Good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Awesome. Apologies, everybody. Launchpad V2. So this is what opens us up on Polygon is really is now the opportunity for us to launch the second iteration of Axion Launch, which opens up new opportunities for us as a platform, Axion as a project, as a business, and also opportunities for our stakers, including the ability to have NFT launch pads, which is really exciting, as well as opening us up to really exciting new projects that are coming to Polygon, specifically because they're trying to escape the gas fee issues on Ethereum as well. So Axion Launchpad 2.0 is a big component for us this quarter, and we're excited to get to it. Okay. Marketing updates. Am I still good? Can you guys still hear me?
We can still hear you.
Perfect.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay, so recap on marketing efforts. Brave browser, yeah, we did. This was actually really great for us. We broke Brave records with 63 million views on our ads over the course of a single day. Remember that this we were running 3 ads on the Brave browser during this campaign, and so in terms of this wasn't 63 million unique views. This is 63 million total, and it brought a lot of people onto the site. Of course, as you guys all know, it brought a lot of people to the site, but it was a net. It was not quite the return in terms of people participating in the accelerator, because it just so happened on the day we ran the Brave browser homepage campaign that Gwei was in the $500 to $600 or 500 600 level, and so it was incredibly expensive for people to be able to stake their BAT or otherwise participate in the accelerator. And that's not going to be a problem on Polygon. But it was a really great opportunity. Brave got such a great feedback from the team, from everyone that they do a post survey after it's done to say, hey, did you learn anything? And the results are actually very positive. So we'll be doing more partnerships with Brave going forward. They actually are emailing us. I've gotten a couple emails from them this week. They're like, hey, it was so cool. So yeah, okay, LinkedIn. So just wanted to show you guys here. We brought on ActiFed as a part of starting to build LinkedIn following, and we are starting to see some results of that here, as you can see, especially recently, as the beginning of October, as ActiFed really started to take over. So, ActiFed, mon ami, would you like to talk about LinkedIn?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. On LinkedIn, we start to run very seriously now since end of summer on this social media. We were very active on it, and we started to. So everybody knows that LinkedIn it's a platform that will allow us to make ourselves known toward to the B2B connect, I mean business to business connect in the world of the stock market. So we would like to touch through this site all kind of investor. We are in full um, uh, in full evolution. I mean expansion that takes us in the improvement of the target we want to be, and we probed, if I may say, we probed the area which is downright promising for the project, and so the biggest advantage of LinkedIn is that it is frequently by many senior level influencer decision makers and through leaders as well. So we start on LinkedIn, and we saw the statistic as showed by Joel was continuously increasing. So we're gonna continue on this way. I mean, professionally speaking, as a B2B market focus, and as well professional B2B market focus. Uh, we're gonna focus on this way and see where we can grow our network through this website. But from now, what I would say, on what I can say, it's very, very, very positive, because the feedback we've had from LinkedIn was very attractive, if I may say, for the project.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, LinkedIn is great because it adds it's very legitimate place of business, and it's a great place for us to mine new investors or new partnership opportunities, and to grow our network even outside of crypto, into other use case scenarios that that could be presented to us. So, really excited
Right.
for what's going to come next with LinkedIn.
Definitely
Destroyer, are
adds
we going to say something?
so yeah, definitely adds a business perspective, a sense of validity to us outside of the crypto community. So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to targeting in on the LinkedIn audience.
Yeah. Okay. Right along. Twitter, just want to show this. So this is your area, Destroyer. I don't know if you want to just mention something real quick on Twitter.
I do actually. I would like to encourage everyone to participate more in Twitter. There's no better way other than actively participating and investing to protect your investment than to promote it. Please retweet, like, comment. It helps. It adds up. Other communities see it. They see the strength. Very positive movement those thus far. And I want to say thank you to everyone. Very exciting times.
Yeah, definitely, and we're really starting to see that. I mean, we've had a month over month continuous growth on Twitter, which has been great for us. Basically, same thing as Facebook too. You can see some of the posts and stuff here, but yeah, we're growing on Facebook as well, which is awesome, and we're excited about that. Okay, moving along, real quick, just looking over September budget recap for those of you who are interested in the costs for the marketing budget. You can see over in the left hand corner there, the accelerator income was 30,309. So this is the Ethereum. So September was the last month of the community allocated distribution to the marketing wallet at the end of Q3. So of that, accelerator income was obviously it's gas fees, and so the income was not incredibly high, but we did get a great distribution from that. So that's $30,309. We had 21,231 rolled over from August. Our total expenses were 40,634. And so of that, we have about $10,906 that is rolling over to October. You can see we paid Symmetrics that $17,250 for their ongoing programmatic ad campaign. We officially started launching video ads as a test for the Polygon launch. So we actually upped our budget a little bit with Symmetrics, and these guys are awesome. They've been helping us in the system the whole way. So we've been seeing pretty great click-throughs, and we are expecting a significantly higher ROI in terms of marketing budget when Axion is paying for all the fees on Polygon and allowing people to be able to bid much more simply with all of their principal. So, there's nothing worse than having a bunch of really cool ads and coming to a really cool website landing page and then clicking to the accelerator and, oh, that's great, it's going to cost me $200 to do this. Not very great marketing efforts, a return on the marketing efforts. So we're excited to obviously get off of Ethereum. Finishing up Brave, we had a push notification campaign that was finished doing there, 8,709. You can see on the right side here, we had admin and miscellaneous. We had Coinzilla that we paid for some ads. The marketing wallet actually did burn as a part of, I shouldn't say burn. I mean, we basically took that money and sent it to the debt address, and that was a result of one of the. Basically, the accelerator was going to, as a part of the testing initiative, we were going to burn that or send that money to the debt address, and so the amount that was associated with that team burn was sent there. Marketing team salaries. So these are the people who are working on the marketing team as a part of the marketing efforts, and that is ActiveFed, Destroyer, and Ekil. working on the marketing team. That was $3,156. And then we actually significantly increased the events and giveaways that we did this last month. So that included the some $100 giveaways, the $5,000 that we gave away as part of the campaign, and all that other stuff. And that's reflected here. So yeah, there's a budget recap. If you have any questions, let us know. I will. Oh yeah, the slide here. So 3 months in a row of no Axion has been sold. So we were able to do the entire quarter of not a single unit of Axion being sold on the market to fund the wallet. Obviously, that's meant, as you can see, the amount that the Axion wallet has been distributed has been only coming in from the accelerator and from the dev wallet, and we haven't been selling, so that means we've really had to tighten our bootstrap. So we are looking forward to hopefully getting some better participation, better price appreciation, so that we can start to increase our spend. Entire Q3, not a single Axion was sold by the marketing wallet, and you can go check that on the blockchain. Again, we sent Axion to people who may have chosen to sell it or stake it or whatever else they wanted to do, but the marketing wallet and the marketing team managing the wallet didn't do any sort of sells. So cool news. Can you guys still hear me? Am I still alive?
Still going strong.
Yep.
You're still alive.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So good.
Beautiful. Community survey. I'll breeze through this. We like asking people how they feel. You can see we had 150 participants in this most recent survey. And you can see the overwhelming majority of people feel very positive or positive about it, which is awesome. We have the vast majority of people feeling very positive or positive about the Polygon migration. A couple people don't care. And there was one person who said, I feel negative about the Polygon migration. So whoever you are, I'm sorry you feel that way. But you are the vast minority. And this is actually pretty cool for us to see. Axion move to Polygon gets me the most excited for. The vast majority of people, of course, are looking for really cheap transaction fees. I was actually quite surprised to see that not as many people were most excited about Axion paying for all your fees on the network through the accelerator. That was a little surprising to me. I would have expected that would have been higher, but you guys just are so excited for all of this stuff that you kind of don't care who's paying for it because it's only going to cost pennies, which is awesome, or under pennies in most cases. Also, it looks like 12% of you are looking forward to a new user base and about 10% for better marketing opportunities. The feature that most people want to see come to the Axion ecosystem is centralized exchange listing. We're with you on that one. We'll have some news for that after migration. Really excited, but too much going on now to really dive into that. People are looking forward to reinvesting their wrap Bitcoin dividends, which I have an exciting announcement for you guys today. We'll be talking about that at the very end of this show. Everybody, a lot of other people are looking forward to NFT stakes. So it's cool. It's always great to see this. Thank you all who participated. Pretty good. And most people feel like the amount of Axion they have is just right, but quite a lot of people say they want more Axion, which is always a good indication that people are feeling bullish. You also feel like we're doing a good job in terms of the YouTube live streams, which is appreciated. You know, the team is wondering, are we doing enough to communicate with you guys? And you guys are saying, yes, we are. So again, thank you to everyone who voted. We don't want to go into this. I know we're kind of running a little bit late on time. We're 30 minutes in and want to move on to some of the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this section of our presentation. Also, didn't get to say, but hello, Just Loose. If you're around.
Hey, how are you guys doing? I'm doing well.
Welcome to.
Thank you for joining.
To, this
I'm
group.
Fashionably late.
Hello, Justice.
You know what? Emphasis on the fashionable. I've seen your hats.
Yes. No
okay, so let's roll real quick into the next part of our live stream today. We are going to talk real quick about the Halborn Audit. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Again, let me know, boys, if this drops out. So for those of you who are wondering, I'm just going to actually put this up. I had it prepared. Here it is. If you go to axion.network and you just click on the tab on our website, or you can see, here's the link. You can actually go through and look through the entire audit results yourself. So we published the entire audit, including the link to the Halborn GitHub, where they have the official link in case you guys want to view it directly from them. So it is 77 pages. So if you want to have some interesting bedtime reading, feel free to open up the audit. And I'm sure it'll be very entertaining. So one of the things that we wanted to just kind of highlight for you guys is pretty cool, is that we engaged Halborn to conduct a security assessment beginning on September 9th and ending on October 7th. So it was 1 month. And you can see down here, the team at Halborn was provided 4 weeks, and they had a full-time security engineer who went over this. The purpose of the audit was to achieve the following: that all the nameless contract functions are operating as intended, and to identify any potential security issues with the assets that were provided. And here in summary, Halborn identified several security risks that were mostly addressed by the Axion network team. And we'll talk about that mostly addressed in just a second. So the test approach and methodology, they go into how they did it, what they looked at, the risk scale, the likelihood from critical, which is this purple category, all the way down to informational, which is this, hey, here's some relevant information for you guys, as well as the scope of all the things that they checked. All the different smart contracts. So you can see here, these are the different smart contracts that are operating on the network, and where they come from. If you look here, this is the actual assessment overview. This is the most important thing. You can see there are 0 critical errors, which is awesome. That's a huge nod to the development team who has built some seriously awesome code, and 0 high priority. So that means that there are no critical errors, no critical findings, no high priority errors or findings. And as well as here, there are 3 medium findings, 8 low findings, and 5 informational. So the team, and they actually break down what each one of these are and how they worked. You can see there was a couple of medium priority issues, and these 3 things were solved. Actually, Deli told me that under an hour, the team had read over the whole report, had fixed all of the issues that were presented here as the medium, and resubmitted to the team. So these issues are actually incredibly small, and actually mostly outside of the use case of anything. They had to do with backwards compatibility. And as you can see, some of the stuff is not applicable, and all the rest of these issues were solved. So for those of you who are wondering about the stuff that is not applicable, partially solved, or the medium risk errors, that is primarily due to the fact that when the team originally started working on Axion v3, what they were trying to do is build in backwards compatibility for Axion v1 and Axion v2 stakes, which meant that Axion v3 needed to fully interface with people who had v1 stakes. Now, we had talked as a team about upgrading all of the Axion ecosystem on Ethereum to v3. So we would upgrade everybody's stakes on their behalf. And we looked at it, and it was going to cost us about $350,000 in Ethereum fees in order to update everyone to v3. And obviously would be a huge expenditure that the team is not prepared for. And so instead of force upgrading, we had to build in backward compatibility. But when we're launching on Polygon, because of the incredibly cheap fees there, we are able to upgrade everybody from Axion v1 to Axion v3 stakes. And according to Deli, when he talked about it to me last week, it was going to cost us about $50. So it's going to cost Axion $50 to upgrade everyone to v3 stakes. So in doing so, all of the code that had to do with backwards compatibility was able to be removed, which got rid of all of the issues that Halborn raised. And then Halborn, just in case anybody was wondering, they actually did an audit on the Axion code that does not include backwards compatibility, and it all came through free and clear. And that code is actually included on all of this information. So in terms of the fundamental ability for the project to launch on Polygon, knowing that it is safe, secure, fully audited, ready to go, We got the thumbs up from Halborn and the thumbs up from the dev team. And so now there are no technical blockers preventing us from launching on the Polygon network, which is pretty awesome. So for those of you who are wondering and want to check more, you can look at that by going to the link as I've had up this whole time. I'll take that off, going to the website. But otherwise, this is a huge accomplishment for the team, and we're all really, really excited about the fact that this audit came through so well. So huge kudos to the dev team. Did Just Loose, did you want to mention anything on the audit since you're here?
I think you covered it pretty well. Yeah. As you said, of course, if anybody wants to check out any part of it, feel free to do so. You can go to the Axion GitHub and view all of the contract code yourself right there. And you can go through and see that there are, as Joel said, there are no blockers for launch. You're pretty much ready to go. It's quite an exciting time.
That's how we like it. Ready to go. Okay, moving right along. Gosh, time flies, 37 minutes. Let's talk about the next thing. I'm super excited, but we're very proud of this, and we're excited about it. And this is just a teaser for what is to come within the Axion community, and that is the Axion Supernova NFT. So for those of you who missed it, you can see this by going to axion.network/supernova. So yeah, let's talk Supernova NFT. I did this artwork myself. I'm very proud of it. Shameless plug for me. But
it's awesome, man. I
yeah,
mean, I think no one
can
deny
super
that.
Cool.
This.
No, I'm really excited about it. So if you haven't seen this website, I mean, here it is. You can see here's the artwork that was created specifically for Axion, and the actual NFT includes some information written over the top of it, including like the NFT class and all that sort of stuff. So this is the launch of really what we've been talking about, and that is that Polygon opens up new opportunities for us as a project to unlock new functionality that was impossible on Ethereum, and that is launching NFTs. So just to real quickly go over the Supernova NFT, we're creating new types of classes and information. I mean, you guys, some of you are very, very familiar with the NFT ecosystem, the NFT space, but basically we can create different information about these NFTs. So this one here is its type is visual. So we're going to unlock different types of NFT classes. So this one's a visual class NFT, but we have utility class NFT. We're talking about maybe community class NFT. We can be talking about, well, I don't want to spoil it, but there's additional classes that will unlock different types of things. So this one's a visual. In terms of the rarity, this one is semi-rare. Which means that it is not the rarest it's going to be in our ecosystem, but it is only going to be available for a limited time to limited people. We'll have more information about that later. Status is transferable and sellable, which means that you can send it from wallet to wallet. You can sell it. You can do whatever you want with it as a part of the NFT ecosystem. The network it's applicable on is Polygon, and its what functionality it provides is cosmetic. And then what this does, which is pretty cool, is it unlocks a new theme on the staking portal. So if this NFT is in your wallet, you will be able to choose your theme. It's kind of hard to see down here, but if you look in this bottom right corner, bottom left corner of the interface, you can see where it says theme Supernova. And if it detects the NFT is in your wallet, then you'll be able to activate this theme and future themes that are going to be released as a part of the NFT ecosystem. And so this is this NFT will give you it's cool. Actually, we've been talking to yesterday when we had the people in our community. As far as we are aware, this is the first time that an NFT is being used to theme or otherwise adjust the contents on a website in terms of the visual experience. And so we think it's kind of cool. You know, there might be other projects. If you've heard of other projects, let us know. But we're kind of proud of the fact that this is an NFT that has the utility of changing a website. And we can use this NFT to do other sort of things. We're talking about maybe some community events where we'll be able to run community kind of gamification events from within the staking portal, and which NFT themed NFT you have enabled can determine what team you're on. And so we'll be talking more about that at some point in the future. But you can find out more information by going here, scrolling through all of that. So how to get it. So the last 25 wallets who bid in the Axion Accelerator are going to automatically get this NFT, and you're going to get it and be able to use it once we launch on Polygon and the NFT is dropped probably within the first 24 to 48 hours. And then at some point when we unlock the NFT ecosystem, including the future Axion NFT store, other people will be able to get it in this option too. And so that is, so if you want to have this NFT and you want to have it way before everyone else, then be one of the last 25 bidders to go into the Axion Accelerator, and you'll get it. You'll be able to unlock the Axion NFT theming engine, which is what is kind of over here in the bottom corner. And yeah, so and every single page on this, from the accelerator to the staking portal to Axion Launch, the tools, all of this stuff carry over this theme. And we're excited to be building in more functionality, more theming functionality. In fact, one of the things that we were kind of talking about is we might be able to do stuff, I'm just spitballing here, with different partners, maybe a launch partner, maybe a marketing partnership, maybe another token partnership, something like that. And we will be able to offer or airdrop or otherwise reveal NFT classes that would be associated with different projects or different brands or whatever else is available to theme the website. And so maybe if we're working with an Axion Launch partner and they have, like, we want to launch an exclusive NFT that changes maybe stuff on their websites as well as ours, then if you have this unique NFT, then it can actually start to change or otherwise adjust how you do things around the web in partnership with that particular launch company. That is not a guaranteed feature, but why not, right? This is one of the cool things. So, talking about all the different utilities and stuff that we want to have and built in, there are utilities that can actually provide significant changes to how Axion as a token works for you. We're not going to announce anything right now, but that's coming up in the future, where you guys will be able to otherwise equip or enable NFTs that will otherwise adjust many different aspects of the Axion ecosystem. So more information coming there later. But until then, coming soon. So until then, Axion NFT, check it out. It's super awesome. We're really proud of it. Are you guys making sure to keep track of any questions and stuff that come on? Oh, did we lose? We lost ActiveFed. Oh, hey, there he is. Hey, welcome back, ActiveFed.
Yeah, sorry about this.
Okay.
Network.
We are, I can relate. The internet. All right, so now the moment you guys have kind of been waiting for. Actually, let me show you. The you guys are getting an exclusive of the first first actual utility adjustments in terms of additional functionality. I'm going to go ahead and now share this thing. This is still in development, so it is going to change by the time we actually launch on Polygon. But I wanted to show you guys some new functionality that is now, you guys are seeing for the first time. So here we are on the staking portal. This is the Polygon version of the staking portal. So please ignore, this is a test case. 31 million Axion is not worth $4.42. This is purely the running on the Wrinkleby test network on Polygon, just using test numbers. So please don't look at any of these numbers in terms of and determine this is actual revenue or actual numbers, that are visible. But what I want to do is scroll down here to the active stakes page. And this is showcasing to you guys some new features that we're going to be launching with on Polygon that will be built into the ecosystem. The first thing is you'll notice there's a pencil icon here, and there's also an edit button over here. And the cool thing is when you tap on this edit button, now you're going to be able to edit your stake. I want to show you guys some of the stuff here. The first thing that you'll be able to do is rename your stakes. So you'll be able to type in whatever name you want, like For Dead Poet. And I can now declare that this stake is going to be a Dead Poet stake, maybe. I don't think that's legally binding as a Dead Poet. And so stake naming is going to be there. Now, just so you guys know, we are looking at the costs associated with this sort of thing. We're going to be launching this. Well, we'll go over this. We'll talk a little bit more in the future when these actually launch. But you can rename stake. Another thing, of course, you guys are familiar with is upgrading a stake. You can take you can take any of your stake and you can upgrade it and stake it max. But here's the cool thing. If you come over here to split stake, now you'll see you can take this stake and you can split it into 2 different stakes with a different percentage. So let's say this is almost kind of like reverse laddering in the sense that you'll now be able to take a stake. And let's say that you do a 25% split. So you can see my first stake here is going to have a principal of 181,144 Axion with 154,000 shares. Stake B is now going to be a 60,000 Axion stake with 51,000 shares. And what's cool is once you split this stake, you will now be able to then take maybe your secondary stake and you can upgrade the entirety of your stake. It'll create a new one similar to how I have all these different stakes here, adjusting your principal and your share amount. And you will be able to upgrade that stake in a piece, which is great. So for those of you who may want to get all the benefits that max staking evolves without having to upgrade the entirety of your stake, now you can split these stakes up. And once these stakes are split, of course, you can go in and you can name them. So you can start to keep track of and identify. And the cool thing, of course, is that these stakes are named and split and stored on the blockchain. Now, I'm not going to show this to you guys because we have to keep some of our secrets. But you can see here, this is Mint Stake NFT. And we are really, really, really freaking excited about not only how these NFTs are going to look, but the functionality that will be unlocked in our new NFT ecosystem, which will be a function over here along the side. Again, I'm not going to show this to you guys just yet, but minting your stake as an NFT is going to be it's going to be really cool. And we're really excited about it. But until then, you guys see now that you can name a stake, you can upgrade your stakes, of course, and now you can split stakes based off a percentage. And just in case you're wondering, let's just say you split a stake 25%, and for whatever reason you want to split that stake again into another stake, you can. You can split stakes into as many stakes as you want. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. And that all of this functionality is going to be unlocked on Matic. Or on Polygon, paid in Matic, when we launch. Now, the NFT stake will not be available when we launch. We are still building out the ecosystem, and we want to make sure that we have a great launch first, and then we will be opening up the opportunity to do the NFT stake minting, including, and this will get you guys excited, the ability to transfer your NFT stakes for a limited time. You'll be able to actually make a stake as an NFT and then send it from one wallet to the other. So if you need to take your stakes from a software wallet and send them to a hardware wallet, you'll be able to mint them as an NFT stake and then transfer them through the Axion portal. And we'll be talking about that a little bit later in another live stream. One thing I will say, very exciting for those of you who are wondering, once we also launch on Polygon, one of the cool things that you'll be able to do is to be able to use your wrapped Bitcoin as a funding method. However, you will have to withdraw your wrapped Bitcoin dividends before you stake. So in this particular case, if you select wrap Bitcoin and it sees, the accelerator sees, unfortunately, I should have prepared this a little better. I don't have any on my test network, but for the devs, we can actually show you how this works. But you'll be able to take your wrap Bitcoin. If you choose WBTC, you will be able to switch it over to use the wrap Bitcoin dividends that you have inside of your wallet without having to withdraw them. So if you want to reinvest your Bitcoin dividends in the accelerator, take advantage of all the bonuses that are available as a part of the accelerator, you won't have to withdraw them into your wallet first. You'll be able to automatically use them, automatically invest them, reinvest, or not automatically. You'll be able to automatically take them from your wallet, reinvest them, get additional Axion, additional shares, all that sort of stuff without needing to first withdraw your Bitcoin dividends. Did I explain that well enough, boys?
Yeah.
You did.
Okay, perfect. So again, just to recap, for those of you who are paying attention, as a part of our Polygon launch, you are going to be able to go down to your stakes. You're going to be able to rename stakes, upgrade your stakes, split your stakes into multiple different stakes, and soon, once we're ready, you're going to be able to mint those stakes as NFTs, and then for a limited time, transfer those NFTs from one wallet to another. And inside of the accelerator now, you'll be able to use your wrap Bitcoin dividends straight in the accelerator without first having to withdraw them, which, you know, the fees are pretty cheap, but that is additional transactions that now you won't have to worry about. You'll be able to invest those whenever you want, and you'll be able to decide. You know, we've had people who wanted maybe to automatically reinvest their Bitcoin dividends. But now, in this particular case, with the accelerator paying for all of your fees whenever you bid in the accelerator, if you don't have any Matic, it'll automatically top it up for you, and you'll be able to now use the wrap Bitcoin automatically back into the accelerator. So these are the sort of features, this and more, that we have yet to announce that Polygon is enabling for us to be able to do. And really, the sky's the limit in terms of being able to get all this stuff up and going. I'm sure there's questions, so we can talk about that just in a second. And then let me just stop sharing the screen here and just mention to you guys. So we're going to talk about timeline. We are, as a team, we are in constant talks every single day about making sure that we have everything ready, from the website to the staking portal to the help the support network, all of that sort of stuff ready to go. So the official date is going to be announced soon, but I will say we're doing this live stream on a Friday, and unless something goes, I wouldn't say incredibly wrong, because even then there's nothing really that can go wrong. We're ready to go, but I would say we are at 99.9% certainty by the time we do a live stream like this next week, we will already be on Polygon. So the actual launch date is coming shortly. And we're going to have a countdown timer and let you guys know. So be prepared, especially if you want that Supernova NFT.
It will not be a very long countdown.
Yes, it will not be a very long countdown. Yes, thank you. It is going to be a very quick, countdown for you guys. Yeah, it's going to be just be ready. So yeah, by this, I'd say by this time we do a next live stream, guys, we're going to be on Polygon, and we are so freaking excited. Okay, did I miss anything, guys, before we jump into a couple minutes of questions?
I think you covered it all.
Sweet. I know you guys love coming on talk. I would love for more people to talk. But here we are. Okay, I'm just scrolling through here and just seeing if I see any questions on the in the chat. If you have any questions that you want the team to answer, please ask them now. Let's see.
We have a question that Just Loose can answer. How far along are we with the fiat on-ramp?
Sure. So yeah, there are basically two levels of integration with the fiat on-ramp. One is, of course, simply integrating a fiat on-ramp onto the site and into the accelerator process. So somebody can just click a button, enter their information, and go from fiat to Matic, and then that same flow and easy process, then bid that Matic into the accelerator. And that's what we're currently targeting, and will likely have an update soon. I don't want to release too much information, but it is in the works. It's something we're actively working on. And of course, the second layer of integration is having Axion actually listed on a fiat on-ramp, so someone can go, they can go directly from fiat to Axion without having, the accelerator, for example, as an intermediary. And that is a bit farther out, but still on the, say, long-term agenda.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, basically the way that it'll work is with the fiat on-ramp, the accelerator will ask you if you want to bid in the accelerator using fiat or crypto. And then if you use fiat, it'll the fiat on-ramp will assist you in purchasing the required tokens to bid. It'll do that. You'll do that transaction, and then you'll be able to bid into the accelerator. So it should be really great for our community. But correct me if I'm wrong, Just Loose. But we're just working on some of the final tech implementation. But there's not necessarily any blockers that would prevent us from integrating a fiat on ramp.
So from a tech standpoint, there aren't any blockers. It really is primarily, let's say, the legal side of things and the, really trying to provide the best service possible to as many people as possible. So of course, Axion is a global token. That means there are a multitude of legal jurisdictions in which Axion users operate, and it takes time to implement perfection.
Exactly. Okay, let me run through some of these things here. I see a couple people are asking about a bridge, and yes, we are working on getting the official recommendation from the Axion team in terms of how to get on and off the Polygon network. A lot of our users have already found some pretty great ways, and we've actually been looking at how other people have done it, including ourselves. And so having a recommended bridge integrated into the staking portal is our goal. That's one of the things that we want to do to make sure it's as easy as possible for you guys. But also there are other things, like for example, there are some great centralized exchanges. If you guys are comfortable with using a centralized exchange that has really cheap fees and allows you to send straight to the Polygon network, we obviously cannot put those centralized exchanges onto our staking portal. So we want to try and find a balance between making it easy and easily integrated from within the staking portal to being able to have the cheapest fees for you guys to get on and off the network. So a centralized exchange right now has probably, I'd say, the cheapest fees of all bridges. But there are some other bridges as well that are decent. And so we're still trying to figure out the final logistics of that. But we will have that available as a part of our knowledge base and otherwise recommendation for, hey, here's how you guys can get on and off the Polygon network. Shane says, be sure to mention the Saturday Hangout tomorrow. I know we talked about that. You guys are going to make an announcement. Time for that, boys, and otherwise, other details?
The announcement will be coming shortly, within the next hour or so. We have a time set, and we look forward to everyone hanging out. It's going to be laid back and off-topic type of vibe. No politics, no religion.
What? It's the only reason I was attending. Lovely
Yep.
political
So
discourse.
come hang out with Fix and some members of the team for just like weekend chat, talking about Axion, other things. We love getting our community together and want to have you guys there, and that's happening on our Discord, right, Destroyer?
That is happening on our Discord, hosted by our very own community member, Fixation.
Yeah, that's right. OG NFT. We're going to make the final announcement today in terms of the winners. If you guys haven't voted, you have like a very short amount of time to go vote on our Discord. Look at the announcements channel for which NFT is going to be in the showdown. We're going to pick that today. Moving on, let's see. Any other questions? How does mint NFT work? Will there be penalties? So basically, when you mint your NFT, your stake as an NFT it is your stake as an NFT. You're not early withdrawing. You're not taking your Axion back out. Any of that presentation in a database as the stake information, and now turning it into an NFT with a really cool visual representation of your stake. More on that later. So basically, it's your stake as an NFT. That's basically it. It's completely optional at this stage. You do not have to turn your stake into an NFT, but it will. There, DevDro says, "Can I call the steak New Kitchen Steak One?" Yes, you can. Super awesome. Okay, going. Let's see. Just trying to scroll through here and see if let's see. Does splitting stakes mean the duration of the 15-year stake is halved, for example? Nope. That just means you're taking the actual amount and you're just splitting it up into multiple stakes. So let me just provide a potential use case for you guys. You guys are welcome to do with your stakes whatever you want. But let's just say that the price of Axion is increased and you want to early withdraw your stake and you're not afraid of paying the penalties that come from early withdrawing. You can split something like a max stake up into a smaller stake and then withdraw it. And you'd obviously get heavily penalized because you'd only be a couple of % into your stake. But then you'd be able to take that Axion and sell it or do whatever else you want with it while leaving some of the rest of your stake available. So it really is just a way for the community to be able to, or for us as a team to be able to give you guys more options on what to do with your stake. With them is totally up to you. This is obviously not financial advice. You can stake or you can split or not split, or that you can use as a part of splitting that stake up into pieces. Hope that kind of makes sense. Knightley says here, I'm very interested in new NFT use case, Axion use cases in the future. So are we. And if you have ideas, please let us know. We'd love to hear if you guys have some cool ideas for things that NFTs can unlock, which would be super great. Okay, let's see. Moving along. So I see some of these questions are. Sorry, guys.
One of the questions is, can you send USDC from Coinbase, Polygon without any hurdles? And
how come we'll just lose?
Hey, you keep going.
Well, sorry, what were you saying, Justice?
I was going to answer. So Dr. was asking, can you send USDC from Coinbase to Polygon without any hurdles? And unfortunately, at the moment, Coinbase does not support direct withdrawals to the Polygon network. So you could either withdraw funds to Ethereum and then bridge over, or you could use crypto.com or another centralized exchange that does support direct withdrawals to Polygon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just want to address this here. We'll be talking a little bit more about it. How come we'll only be able to transfer the NFTs for limited time? Yeah, we are looking at Axion's tokenomics for long term, and wanting to make sure that we protect people's investments and all that sort of stuff. And what we don't want to have happen is a black market for NFTs emerging, or a gray market for stake NFTs. So by enabling transfer, it allows you to be able to switch from one wallet to another. But we don't want as a part of the just protecting the tokenomics and the longer ecosystem to have people be trying to sell their NFTs under the table. Or something like that, right? We want to maintain the integrity of the overall investment. We can talk a lot more about that when we talk about NFT stakes, but yeah, so that this is mostly just to help you guys be able to restructure or otherwise reorganize your staking, move from one wallet to another, like a software wallet to a hardware wallet, where stakes can be more safe, protected by the hardware wallet functionality, but not to enable any sort of secondary marketplace for stakes until we know for sure that the ecosystem is ready to handle it. Okay, anything else? Oh, what's going to happen to our OG NFTs? So those of you who have NFTs on the Ethereum network, we are going to be allowing you to do two options. One is that the staking portal will identify, at least in its current state, our current plan of implementation, that you have a Axion NFT is on the Ethereum network. So you'll be able to keep your Ethereum-based Axion NFTs, and the staking portal will recognize it. But we're looking into creating an NFT bridge where you'll be able to bridge your Ethereum-based Axion NFTs over to Polygon to keep them all centralized and on the same network. As the future NFT collection that we're building as a part of the NFT ecosystem, we'll be looking at Polygon for those NFTs, and so you may want to do that. So, but in terms of the value and the functionality of the OG 555 NFTs, all of that stuff, you guys are still included. And for the NFT ecosystem is going to maintain and keep some of the special benefits and perks. In fact, some of the most special and the most beneficial perks are always going to be available to or exclusive to the OG 555 NFT holders. So. But yeah, we're all focusing on migrating. So the team want to make sure that goes as smoothly as possible, and then we'll be releasing the details regarding the Polygon NFT based ecosystem. Okay, anything else on this here? You guys see any questions? Let's see, what is this question here? I have different wallets and separate MetaMask accounts. Will we be able to connect these at the same time with the new staking page and be able to manage them? Right now, MetaMask only allows you to connect one wallet at a time, as far as I'm aware. And so I think that's a limitation as a function of MetaMask or some of these other wallets, that you can allow for the website to read different wallets, like when you select those checkboxes. But the wallets primarily are connected one at a time. So the staking portal can only retrieve one wallet at a time. We don't want to create some sort of centralized function where you could store wallet addresses on Axion servers and it would pay attention to all of that for you. That's kind of against our ethos, is trying to remain decentralized. But anything's possible in the future. So we'll keep you guys updated. But right now it'll just read the information that's corresponding to MetaMask or other wallet wallet connect stuff that you guys have as one at a time. So let's see. What is Ethan saying here? Will the oops, I hit it. Try again. Will the divs get migrated automatically to the new chain, or we have to withdraw them first? No, you do not have to do anything regarding your Bitcoin dividends. It's all going to be fully migrated for you. Again, for all of you Axion users, you will only need to do one thing, and that is switch your MetaMask from Ethereum to Polygon. And the staking portal will help you do that by you just authorize the network switch. Once you do that, everything else is going to be the same for you. All the Bitcoin dividends, all of your staking information, all of that stuff is all going to be migrated. So for all of us on the Axion team, we're working really hard behind the scenes to make it as seamless and easy as possible for you guys. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of energy, and we're hoping that it'll be just like perfectly seamless for you guys, and that you'll literally notice nothing. I mean, actually, we've already done the tests. It's successful the way that we're going to do it. So, yeah, once we actually pull the trigger and migrate, then you guys won't need to do anything other than 2 button clicks, and then you'll be up and running on Polygon. Of course, you'll get airdrop the Matic that will allow you to make transactions. But if you guys want to add additional funds into the accelerator or buy Axion, you'll have to send your funds over. Insider tip: if you want to be buying Axion on the day of the launch, I might spend the weekend taking some funds and putting it on the Polygon network so that you can get ready for our launch and ride the wave with us. We're excited. We're excited to see how people interact with Axion once we officially launch. Running through questions. Will hacked wallets be able to create their NFT stakes ASAP and send them somewhere safe? So if you have a hacked wallet and you've created a support ticket with the Axion team, as in you have gone to support.axion.network and you have told the team that you have a hacked wallet and you need to transfer your stake, Axion is going to do all of that for you without you guys needing to do anything. And it will be just one of the ways that we want to help people who've had hacked or otherwise compromised wallets. If you haven't done that with us, or your wallet is hacked tomorrow or something like that, then you will be able to create the mint an NFT as a part of your the functions unlocked for you, and then within that window, that time frame before we remove that functionality again, you'll be able to transfer it to any wallet address that you want. So yes, to answer your questions, hacked wallets will be able to create their NFT stakes as soon as the NFT staking is enabled, and then you'll be able to transfer it for a limited time window, and then after that, you can continue to mint NFT stakes to grow your stake collection if you so desire, but you won't be able to transfer them.
One quick thing to note there is that there will be numerous security measures in place, so you can't just go and claim out that the number one Axion holder is your wallet and it's been hacked. Please transfer all the stakes. You will not be able to do that, unfortunately.
Yep. You won't be able to take Destroyer's wallet address and say, oh, yeah, that's definitely my wallet, and then have it
Yeah,
sent.
it's not happening. If you're one of those people who are sitting back with plans, we've already thought of everything, just don't try it.
Just don't try it. Nope, don't try it. So yes, thank you for clarifying, Just Loose. We're not just you can't just make a support ticket and say, transfer from this wallet to this wallet. We are going to be verifying. But if you want to do that on your own without needing to go through the team, you will be able to do that. Will I be able to sell my stake as an NFT? No. That functionality is not going to be enabled in terms of being able to list these NFTs on OpenSea or anything else. Again, that would create a relatively seismic shift to the NFT ecosystem that we're talking about. That's not to say that that's not going to be the case. In fact, we have some really cool foundations built for what a NFT marketplace would look like. But until the tokenomics is secured, until we know for sure it's going to be in the best interest of Axion, the NFT will not be able to sell your stake as an NFT, at least initially. But in the future, that's kind of what we're looking at. Glenn Jr. says, will Matic be accepted into the accelerator once we migrate? Yes, absolutely. So you'll be able to use Matic to purchase Axion inside of the accelerator, as well as Ethereum, Wrap Bitcoin Dividend, USDC, and a couple other coins. Yeah, multi-chains will be great. Similar, which coins should we get ready to accelerate on Magic? Yeah, so I think you mean Matic, but I like Magic. Yeah, just answer that one. I love this. Destroyer's wallet is so big it has a room of its own. Oh, that's so great.
That's
Chris says, when is the migration?
Andy.
Just jumped in. Sorry, go ahead, Destroyer.
No, I was saying that's our very own Andy, king of dad jokes.
There's nobody else like Andy in there. When is the migration? Just jumped in. Welcome, Chris. Fashionably late, but you made it. Migration, the date is going to be announced. There's going to be a countdown timer, but it is going to be relatively short. So get excited. And then we will be, I think, what did I say? By the next time we do a live stream, which we do these weekly, and today is Friday, we will be on Polygon. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Isn't the migration? Kidding. I'm not letting it out. Just kidding.
Yeah, I thought you said we were migrating.
This is an interesting question. Roger says, why are your salaries so low? Cool thing for those of you who don't know, every single person on the Axion development team is a contributor to the Axion project. All of us came from within the Axion community, and a lot of us invested in Axion on our own. So for me, for example, I bought most of my Axion at 0003 and 0004, and I staked all of it max. I have 250 million Axion staked max, and so I came in first as an investor, and now I get to contribute to this project. I'm really excited about that. But as a part of that, all of us believe in Axion. If you didn't see earlier, we all of us took a salary pay cut when the price was really low. Because all of us believe in this project and we want it to happen. It wasn't great. For those, there are members of this team whose full-time job is Axion. And so any more so than what you would, love if your boss cut your paycheck in half, or 3/4 or 1/4, whatever it is. It's obviously tough to still do the same work and still show up. And be getting paid less than what you wanted for it. But that is reflected kind of in the marketing budget and all that stuff, is that our salaries are low because all of us did take that pay cut. And we're hoping that as prices increases, we'll be able to return to kind of our original salaries. But we really just wanted to show to the entire community, we're grab. We're not in this for a money grab. We're not trying to steal money from the dev wallet or any of that sort of stuff. All of us believe in Axion. We all want it to be surviving for 15 years and more, and we're all willing to sacrifice for it in order to make sure that it is a viable project. So yeah, that's kind of why salaries are low. But thank you for saying that it's low. We've had some people in our community like, why are you guys getting paid at all? And that's kind of tough sometimes when you're doing a lot of work for something and somebody doesn't believe you should get paid for the hard work. But again, just to reiterate, we're all everybody on the team has come from the community, and we love that. It's really unique. We've never had a job posting and hired somebody outside of Axion. We've all come from within the ecosystem. Okay, let's just I mean, geez, we're an hour and 15 minutes in. So I know there's a lot more questions, but we do need to end this. The rest of the team is working on the Polygon migration, and we all kind of want to jump off and make sure that we can support the rest of everyone there. But let's, I think we can end this conversation. I'll answer this question. I love, for those of you who are wondering, I love direct and pointed questions. I don't shy away from questions whatsoever. So if your question, I didn't see it, it's not because I'm not wanting to answer it. I didn't see it here, down here. Can you verify that the Axion team will not be anonymous soon, and Axion will not have not only one, but many faces? And a follow-up thing, wait, will we see their cartoon faces and only hear their voices? Hey, you missed my last live stream. Every live stream that we've been on, I've had my camera on. Just Luke's had his camera on. Certain members of our team are anonymous and choose to be that way. Other members are too beautiful for their faces to be visible.
Thank you
to the public. I was talking specifically about ActiFed and Destroyer. A lot of our team is already doxxed. You kind of know who we are. And so we're not trying to hide behind anonymity, but we're all real people, each one of us. We're all dedicated to this project. I mean, this is the blockchain, right? We post inside of the transparent accounting page on our Discord, salary payments, other transactions from the dev wallet, and it's the blockchain. So you can literally go in, you can see what people are being sent and how the flow of money is engaged. So that's pretty awesome. But we're also an international audience, and we do have people who choose, they don't want to reveal their identities to the internet, and we want to respect that. In some ways, a lot of you guys here who are investors are anonymous, and you want to keep it that way for your own personal reasons. For me, I have a wife and 2 young children, and I would love it if some random internet stranger didn't send me death threats on Twitter, but I'm also love this project, and I've doxed myself, and so it's we're not trying to hide. We're not trying to keep a culture of secrecy or anything like that, but we do respect people's desire to be private, their desire to contribute to a project that they love and a project that they adore, and a project that they want to see succeed without needing to expose their name, their email, their address, their face, all that sort of stuff. So all of us had avatars made in our likeness. That was one of the things that we're doing. The team page is going to be on our website. So you can see each member of the team and what they do, and more of these pretty cartoon faces. We just, we want to be respectful of people who decide to remain anonymous for their own sense of privacy. And just like we expect your anonymity to be on YouTube without your full name and address and email visible, we respect that for members of the team as well. So hopefully that is answers that question. Geez, I said we should stop, and I'm adding more questions. Please talk about Polygon security. I don't know. I love hanging out with you guys. I love
one thing so as we're wrapping up, I will talk about that in a minute. If your question wasn't answered here today, or you have more questions, you can of course head to the Discord, which is discord.gg/Axion. You can head to the website and open up a support ticket. You can go to the Telegram. You can ask in any one of Axion's communities, and either the community, the moderator, or the team will be happy to help you out. Quickly touching on Polygon security, I think it's rather difficult to give it a score
brief overview
from 1 to 10. I would say it's brief. Okay, yeah, sorry. It's quite secure. They've taken some impressive measures to secure it, and that's been seen by their strong performance and security measures taken to date, and we expect to see the same in the future.
Exactly. Yep. For those of you know, Polygon is layer 2 on Ethereum, and so it is built using a lot of the foundations of Ethereum. and a lot of other unique safety and security features. And as you can see, it's as Jesus mentioned, it's a growing chain. We are anticipating that as Polygon grows, we're going to grow with it. As Ethereum becomes less and less viable for DeFi apps purely because of fees, Axion is not the only project that is struggling with fees for DeFi application costs. And so a lot of these other apps are changing. And so for us being one of the first and biggest projects of its kind on Polygon network, as Polygon becomes more and more of a viable place for DeFi apps and more attention gets put on it, we expect to grow as a premier staking ecosystem. As I mentioned at the very beginning, it is we're wanting to be the world's best staking ecosystem. And so having that, all of the functionality and features that Axion has right now and is adding once we launch, is really cool for us to bring that to Polygon. We're not promising these features. We're not having these features be upcoming. Like all the stuff that I mentioned today is going to be within the launch window of Polygon. We're talking about the NFT ecosystem, steaming stakes, splitting stakes, all that sort of stuff is coming. A lot of these other projects talk about these features coming soon, and we're coming to Polygon within the Polygon migration window as all these functions are ready to go and ready for all you guys. And that like professional ecosystem, we have so many features and functionality. I think Polygon is really going to help the world see really how great and how solid of a foundation Axion is in terms of our tokenomics, to our utility, to our features. That it's going to be really great growth. So, yeah.
It's great hanging out with you. Great.
Yeah, it's good to hang out with you guys. Thanks for these questions. Again, any direct questions, all this stuff, please ask us in our things. This isn't the only way that you can get in touch with the teams. Hit that like button. Yeah, like and subscribe, you guys. Hit the bell. By this time next week, when we do our official live stream, we're going to be on Polygon, guys. We're going to freaking be on Polygon, and we're going to be talking about NFTs. We're going to be talking about all this cool functionality that we've been working on. So, anything else we want to say before we go? No? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Vote for Axion.
Peace is held. Yeah, vote for Axion. Go tell your friends. Yeah, guys, just remember, Axion's paying the fees for the accelerator, so you can tell your friends, bring their stuff that they want to mess around with the Axion ecosystem to get into the accelerator, and that's going to be huge. For people right now, $200 to bid in the accelerator is a crazy chunk of some people's the crypto assets that they want to bring to the Axion ecosystem, and that's not going to be the case anymore. So it's going to be a perfect time to tell your friends by the time we do our next live stream. So, all right. Well, thank you everyone for able to make it today. Again, the rest of the team is busily excited working for this, and we'll be doing totally forgot to mention this. We'll be doing a live stream here on this channel during launch. You'll be able to watch Deli, the rest of the dev team, mods, anybody on the Axion team who can make it over the course of probably about the 5 to 6 hour window that it'll take to do the full migration. You'll be able to see us launch the actual code. It'll be pretty cool. So join us for that. We'll make sure you guys know when that is, and we'll launch there. So without further ado, thank you everyone. Yeah, we'll see you on Polygon.